you want to give us a rundown on Team Russia there, Stormy?
Okay, so we got number 3, Hope, 710 Firecracker, 1917 Soviet Crusher, 2206 Hulk, 27 Commie,
Who's their captain?
38 Rude Barbie, 41 Legacy, 413 Roxy, 5 Yekaterina Lipitsky, 55 Creme de la Kremlin, 65 Fight Sparrow, 75 Astrid, 8 Destroy 'em All, 88 Lada Bowman, and 97 Juditsky.
All right, so we're going to get things underway in just a moment here. You're going to see that Team Canada already has their jammer fielded. I'm going to give you a rundown real quick, but as the jam starts, we'll go back to the action on the track. For Team Canada, you're going to see 10-17 Bigley Smalls, 11-11 Maya Mangaliu, 1-2-3, that's Miracle Whips, who's actually donning the jammer star for Team Canada. Number 13, Alcatraz. Number 16, Palmer. We're going to get back to the roster in just a moment, but here we have the action live at the Roller Derby World Cup as Miracle Whips is trying to navigate her way through the pack. She is the first jammer approaching the top, and she is going to be declared lead jammer for Team Canada.
Meanwhile, it's Lada Bowman who is jamming for Russia in the blue. She's just been recycled out on the outside, and I believe, yes, the refs have just called her for a cut track penalty. So it means we have a very early power jam in favor of Canada as we begin.
Yeah, and that's a bit unfortunate for Russia, as Miracle Whips is one of the strongest skaters in the game across Derby Nation, and that, spans the entire globe. As you can see, she just picked up 5 points, her first lead jam. She's approaching that big wall of blue at the top, stays on her toe stops nicely, does a spin-a-rooney, picking up 5 more points for Team Canada, Stormy.
She is absolutely making this look easy, weaving her way around Russia's wall.
Miracle Whip's definitely a fan favorite. Staying up on those toe stops again around the outside, getting out, picking up 5 more points. Watching the pack reform as they notice that blue 88, Lada Bowman, is trying to fight her way through. Wow, it looks like, she is going back to the penalty box, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to try to get an update for you in just a moment what that penalty was. But regardless, we can see Miracle Whips trying to get past that one blocker at the back. And just like the seas parting, she got through free and clear. 5 more points for Canada.
So it looks like Canada is holding back Russia's wall and really splitting them in half, literally. Miracle Whips round the outside. Seems to be just jumping on the outside on toe stops and hopping her way around. Seems to be a common theme for getting through for Miracle Whips.
Yeah, that's one of her favorite maneuvers. She's very, very good at it and very, very strong and stable on those toe stops. She's trying to fight her way through the front of the pack, looking at the action and surveying the situation, deciding to call the jam after picking up a handful more of points. We're going to see how many in just a moment. So far we have Canada on the board. Yeah, let's go to this replay right here, watching some of the action around the outside, trying to figure out what the penalty situation is there, because just as she returned to the track, Lada Bowman went right back to the box.
So as we get back on track, we've got 88 versus 88 facing up. So that's Lada Bowman once again for Russia up against Maiden Sane.
Lada trying to slice through that 303-13 connection. That's Alcatraz and Konnichiwa, or KWOW, to the viewers back in Chicago, where she spent many years with us. Lead jammer is going to Maiden Sane, number 88, scooping up that inside with ease.
Meanwhile, Lada Bowman has been taken all the way back to turn 3 with just 2 blockers at the back. 3 blockers at the back with that brace wall.
Yeah, there was one blocker so low we honestly couldn't even see her. That was fantastic maneuvering by the blockers in the pack. 5 more points put on the board, courtesy of Maiden Sane.
I have just spotted actually that jamming for Russia, I have made a mistake. It is Rude Barbie who is jamming for Russia, who in their last game against Austria did a 23-point jam as their final jam.
Oh, wow. So around the pack, once again, picking up 5 more points. Rude Barbie being forced in the infield, taking off that jam star, but does recover. I'm hearing penalty whistles being blown. I don't see anybody going to the box quite yet. Oh, unfortunately, it is a cutting of the track assessed to Rude Barbie. So just as she was trying to sneak through that pack, she got that cut track. Maiden Sane backing around, juking to the inside with ease. The pack is starting to reform. KWOW sizing up the situation as the pivot for Canada, looking to play some offense. Made Insane swooping her on the outside back to the end, getting through with another 5 points, Stormy.
So now we have all the blockers back on track, with Canada keeping number 69 back, Fight Sparrow. Made Insane at the front, just trying to push her way through of the Russian wall at the moment, but managing to push them out of play, and that's another 5 in the sky.
So we have 2 Russian blockers heading to the penalty box at the same exact time. That is not a good situation for Russia to be in. The jam does expire, but they're going to be starting down 2 blockers.
Just quick shout out to one of our sponsors, Pivot Star. If you're looking for athletic wear to help kickstart the season, then head over to Pivot Star website for some extra special World Cup flash sale. Everything you need at prices to suit you. Alternative, athletic, and awesome. So we have Shania Payne up to jam for Canada. Up against her is Creme de la Kremlin for Russia. Both jammers kind of hopping their way around those blockers, but Canada again has gotten lead. Creme de la Kremlin has now taken the star off. You can see that pivot really trying to get in the front there.
Yeah, and that was another 5 points for Shania Payne.
Another 5 for Shania Payne. Creme de la Kremlin still fighting through. Big hit out on the outside line from Ekholm of Canada. Being recycled back, Shania Payne round for another scoring pass. Shania Payne just pushing those last couple of blockers, managing to take Hulk off of her footing. Meanwhile, Russia have had a star pass over to number 41, Legacy. But she's having her own trouble getting past those Canada blockers. But she's out. So that's the initial pass for Russia done as Shania Payne comes round for another scoring pass. She is hit out on the infield by Hulk. And she calls off the jam. So at this early stage of the game, so far all 3 of Canada's jammers have scored more than 20 points each in a jam, which is an insane amount of points to be getting at its early stages. We've got Roxy jamming for Russia, but Canada is out with lead, and that is Maya Mangolyu.
Yeah, that's Maya Mangolyu, number 1111. That's her first time jamming in this game for Team Canada. That is also the 4th jam in a row that Canadians have picked up lead jammer. I gotta say that first jam of Miracle Whips, 30 points. The second jam by Maiden, 35. After that, we had Shania Payne with 34. It's gonna be interesting to see how many points Maya Mangolyu racks up on this jam. She just picked up 5 more points on that last pass.
She's round for another scoring pass. She's literally riding that outside line.
Maya taking around the outside, swooping just past an entire wall of blue, picking up 5 more points for Team Canada.
So there seems to be a bit of confusion on the Russia wall, seeing this. So their jammer has taken the star off, and there seems to be a bit of confusion about being able to legally pass the star. So it's kind of delayed their gameplay a little bit of making sure that they don't have any more power jams against them.
But not to be confused with the delay of game penalty. None were assessed. It was just slowing down a bit of their strategy is what I think Stormy was getting at.
Yeah.
Yes, I got your back, girl. So we see Maya Mangolyu approaching that blue wall at the top, spins around that last blocker, picking up 5 more points for Team Canada.
Right, so Russia have just passed the star over to their pivot. So it was Hulk that took the star, but didn't manage to get through that all-important initial pass.
Wow, it's as if she was inspired by me reading off the tallies of the previous jammers. 30 from Miracle Whips, 35 Maiden, 34 Payne, 40 points on that last jam.
This is
for Maya
insane.
Mangaliu. Yeah.
So we're not even 10 minutes in, and we've already hit over 100 points for Canada. This is crazy.
Yeah, we're actually at 143 points for Team Canada. We're going to get back to the action on the track. And we have Bowman jamming in blue for Russia.
Up against her is Miracle Whips, who has just been sent to the penalty box for a forearms penalty. And
this is definitely a situation for Russia to capitalize on. The jammer for Russia, Bowman, tries to sneak up the inside. She gets stopped by the defense, forced to the outside by Team Canada. I believe that was Bigley Smalls, 10-17. Great communication on the track for the Canadians.
So Lada Bowman's taken the star off. So this does mean that no one can get lead.
Yeah, so we are going to go a full 2 minutes on this jam because Miracle Whips did go to the penalty box. Bowman took off that star, so she's going to be ineligible to be lead jammer.
Meanwhile, Miracle Whips is back on track. And she is not wasting any time now, making up for lost time. So that's the initial pass done for Canada.
Now we do have 52 seconds left on the jam clock, so full penalty served. Oh, and a forearm just after the star pass was completed, so the pivot of Russia is going to be sitting in the sin bin. That was Yekaterina Lipitsky.
So Miracle Whips with 5 points, making her way around for another scoring pass. Canada going on the offense, really breaking out each blocker one by one.
Miracle Whips returning to the penalty box for a forearm as well. Thank you to CAC. He's our nice producer down here at the Roller Derby World Cup. Crimson Alabama. So we're going to wait and see what happens here, but we have Yekaterina Lipitsky out of the penalty box. She doesn't have the star on yet. I'm not sure if she's still trying to stash it or she just doesn't realize. I think at this point she's just trying to fight her way through the pack. But of course, no points can be picked up if that star is not visible, so it's not necessarily the best strategy when you're down by 143 points. But you never know what Russia's got in their bag of tricks, Stormy.
Or maybe, I don't believe she ever finished her initial pass, so maybe it was just a case of just get through, get that initial pass done. Maybe they won't notice if I keep a star in my hand.
You can always hope that, man. That's all you can do is try, right?
I mean, Canada clearly noticed, but it's worth a try.
Yeah, Canadians are very nice, except for when they play roller derby.
Ah, right, okay.
Actually, they're always nice, let's be honest. They're just really brutal when they play roller derby. So Miracle Whips is back, donning the maple leaf of her native lands. She is out, and she will be declared lead jammer for Team Canada once again.
Up in front for Russia is Rude Barbie, who's fighting against that four wall.
Miracle Whips just swoops around the outside, gets past one blocker, doing a bit of smiling, checking out the scoreboard to see what she should be doing here, picking up 5 more points in the process.
So Russia have just kind of jumped on the offensive there to try and break apart the wall, and Canada have successfully pushed those blockers out the way and then carried on blocking Rude Barbie, which I'm quite impressed by.
Yeah, this tight formation of Canada at the top of the pack. Rude Barbie staying in clean and legal, but they're forcing her to recycle herself all the way to the back of the pack. She has to size up the situation, but all I see is Canadian red and white everywhere as Miracle Whips calls the jam. We want to say thank you so much to Blood and Thunder, whose belief is life is better on roller skates, and boy, isn't that a true statement. Visit them at bloodandthundermag.com for roller derby inspired apparel. And while you're there at Blood and Thunder, I believe you can check out the Roller Derby Shirt Club. It's something that they started. It's very, very cool. I don't know if you've heard of this.
I've not.
You sign up. I've done it. You sign up, and you get shirts from leagues all over the world.
Oh, wow.
Like I have an old Riki jersey. I have Team Australia stuff. I mean, everything. It's pretty awesome. So check them out at rollerderbyshirtclub.com. But back to the action on the track. We have a lead jammer For Team Canada, that's Made Insane. We haven't seen Made Insane since the second jam, but here she is again, donning the star.
And that's Lada Bowman, who is out for their initial. Made Insane has got 4 points. Lada Bowman, a bit of a tease there, about to score some points, but the jam called off there by Made Insane.
And if I'm not mistaken, that's actually our first 0-0 jam of this game. So great defensive strategy there on the part of Made Insane and Team Canada. Want to say thank you to Roller Derby City. Roller Derby City is a skater-owned and operated merch and uniform company that is UK-based, but they ship worldwide. They supply uniforms and merch for teams, leagues, roller derby brands, and events, including all the merch here at the Roller Derby World Cup, as well as individual customized items such as scrimmage tops, officials gear, and referee shirts. Check them out, Roller Derby City.
Meanwhile, back on the track, Shania Payne has just taken lead. Shania Payne with a beautiful apex jump there on the inside line to be able to chase down Rude Barbie of Russia. So pack really speeding up now, trying to keep those jammers away. They're really having to sprint to keep up. Russia holding the back of the pack, which is going to be an advantage to Shania Payne. So she just meets the back of that pack and calls off the jam. And she got 1 point before calling it off.
So that's one more point by Team Canada. Russia still at 0 on the scoreboard. We have 14 minutes and 19 seconds left. We want to say thank you to Girls on the Track Foundation. Did you know that by age of 14, girls are dropping out of sports at twice the rate of boys? That is so sad. We think roller derby can help change that. So learn more at girlsonthetrackfoundation.org.
That does sound accurate. I think that's everyone can kind of relate to that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but thankfully that tide is turning. As you see these phenomenal female athletes on the track, one of them in which is Maya Mangaliu, and she picked up lead jammer status for Team Canada. But out of the pack, we have number 413 from Team Russia. That is Roxy, who is jamming for the first time tonight, if I'm not mistaken, Stormy.
Okay, so that's another 0-0 jam from what I can see.
I believe you are correct. No points awarded. Canada stays at 159, Russia at 0.
So even though Russia aren't getting any points at the board, they're definitely improving in shutting down the jams and stopping Canada from doing the 30-point jams that were so common a bit earlier on.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great job. They're doing a great job of rattling the cage of Canada. When you're forcing powerhouse jammers that previously scored 40 points, like Maya Mangaliu, the last time she jammed, she picked up 40. Yeah. But they forced her to leave with a 0. That Absolutely. Is brilliant gameplay by Russia. That means that they're kind of shutting down the strong wall of Canada. It's definitely exciting to see the Russian gameplay evolve as the game continues.
Yeah, definitely.
And we do have 13 minutes left in this game. I believe we have an official timeout. Yep, that's correct. So we want to say thank you to Roller Derby Elite. They're going to help you level up your game. Their boots are like pillows for your feet. That's right, Roller Derby Elite. Make your mom proud. Wear Roller Derby Elite. Also, thank you to Double Threat Skates. They have expert advice from an experienced staff. Head on over to doublethreatskates.co.uk. So, you guys viewing at home, I gotta say, this is a spectacular experience. I know I'm like giddy with delight. I feel like you are too, Stormy.
Absolutely. I feel like I'm shaking a little bit.
And you're like all full of glitter, sparkle and shine Thursday in full effect. But if you're having a good time viewing at home and having a good time with us, which I hope that you are, be sure to tweet photos of your watch parties, of your favorite moments that you've seen. Send them into, use the hashtag RDWC 2018. Roller Derby World Cup 2018. Can you believe this? This is the third ever Roller Derby World Cup. How exciting. It's surreal. It's your first one, yeah?
It's my first one, yeah.
It's my third one.
Oh,
Grandma's tired. No.
Well, you're the veteran, and I'm here as the newbie.
No, you're doing fabulous. And, we have CAC over here representing Rhode Island, right? Providence Roller Derby. He's a silent genius behind the scenes. You can't see him. This dude is flashing penalties like every 5 seconds. I'm so impressed. I'm just watching this beautiful interpretive dance of all the penalties. It's fantastic. So see, right now you're even doing it. All right, was I blocking out of bounds? I'm so sorry. Okay. Back to the action on the track. It looks like there was a score adjustment there, so 167 on the board for Canada now. Miracle Whip's going to be taking on Rude Barbie again.
Miracle Whips has just picked up lead. So Rude Barbie has just taken the star off and had a very quick star pass. And that is to Yekaterina Lipitsky.
Yekaterina Lipitsky. It's a very ice skater name.
It is actually, that's a fair name.
Yeah, there you go. So you can see that star pass in action as Yekaterina Lipitsky exited the pack with a quickness. 171 on the board, 4 points awarded to Canada. Made Insane downing the star once again for Team Canada. And we have, I believe that is number 55, Creme de la Kremlin, jamming for the first time for Team Russia. Krem trying to get through that wall at the back of the pack. Down goes Made Insane at the top, recovers, but it almost forced out of bounds by that blue blocker up top. Instead, obtains lead jammer status for Team Canada.
And that is another successful star pass on Team Russia over to number 27, Komi. I believe the first time taking the star this game so far.
Yeah, and that's the captain of Team Russia, and I got to give props to Komi. She's working so hard all over the track as a solid blocker in the pack. And, you know, being the captain, grabbing that star and trying to make a difference for her team. Nice work by Komi. You always got to love a good team player. So 4 more points put up on that board. We want to say thank you so much to Sweet80.com. I've been seeing a lot of people rocking the Sweet80.com gear around here. It's very exciting. Sweet80.com is the new roller derby inspired leisure wear brand dedicated to the one and only Claire Sweetabix Lawrence. We're going to tell you more about her story in just a moment, but we're going to get back to the action on the track.
So we got Lady Bowman jamming for Russia.
Russian multiplayer block, so there are 2 skaters in the penalty box, if I'm not mistaken. We do have a lead jammer in Shania Payne.
Lada Bowman has taken the star off.
But yeah, Bowman trying to fight her way through that backpack, but like, I believe that's 303 Konnichiwa. KWOW is not having any of it out of the pack. 5 points, Shania Payne.
So that was a good little distraction there where Lada Bowman went to pass the star over to Hulk, and it kind of moved Canada's focus away, allowing her to sprint off. So she's just ran for a scoring pass just as the jam has been called off. So we're just talking about Sweet 80. So Sweet 80's range of hoodies, jackets, vests and tees and accessories are perfect for track, gym and street. Suck it up. A portion of profits go to Claire Lawrence Foundation to fund brain cancer charities. Sweet80.com. Roll, wear, roll, give.
And you know, I love the Suck It Up logo. It's great. It's just like Suck It Up on the back of a sleeveless hoodie. It's brilliant.
Well, that is pretty much epitomizes what Sweetabix was actually like. She very much just kind of get on with it, suck it up. That was everything that she was, and this is everything that this brand now is.
It's beautiful. Maya Mangaliu back in the action again as the jammer. Maya picked up lead jammer for Canada.
Jamming up against her for Russia is Roxy, really having a hard time just trying to fight those Canada brace walls.
Yeah, the Canadian walls, they are brutal. They're getting snow blinded, the ladies from Russia. I believe that was a star pass to the pivot from Russia, but now the pivot is going toe-to-toe with the Canadian pivot. That's 9999 Mange. Mange at the top of the pack. Very tight formation between Mange and 19 Labros, I believe. Out of the pack finally.
So that's Yekaterina Lipitsky.
Yeah, there you go.
Who takes the star.
Lipitsky grabbed that star, but the jam was called before she was able to capitalize on it. You could see her fighting her way, going toe-to-toe, shoulder-to-shoulder. That 1-2 combo of Mange and Labros at the top of the pack. It's just brilliant, that blocking that they have. But right now we've gone 199 to 0 in the favor of Canada. So we're almost hitting that 200 points mark. But the Russian team has not given up whatsoever. They've been fighting every chance that they could. Here's Komi starting out as a jammer for the first time tonight. She did don the pivot stripe and receive the star, but here we have a lead jammer. Guess what, folks? 1, 2, 3, Miracle Whip.
Look, Commie is on their way to the penalty box for a forearms penalty. So this is another power jam in favour of Canada. Miracle Whip's hopping and skipping and jumping around that inside line for a 5-point pass.
It's pretty much what she does. It's kind of her dance. Even at after parties, she just hops, skips, and jumps. And she still gets a grand slam every time at after parties. It's crazy. She's just gifted like that. Miracle Whips up the inside, gets past the rear hips of the blue blocker. 5 more points for Team Canada.
Big hit out there on for Legacy onto Miracle Whips, hitting her out on the inside line, just managing to slow down a bit of that momentum, but she picks it straight back up for a 5-point pass. Meanwhile, Commie is back on track. So there has been a star pass over to Rude Barbie of Team Russia, which is why you'll see her fighting up against that Canada wall. Yeah. Miracle Whips up for another scoring pass.
Yeah, Whip's trying to slice her way through those 2 blockers at the top of the pack, just spinning and maneuvering, and there's that hop, skip, and a jump we spoke about. Picking up 5 more points, it's Miracle Whips. So the Canadian blockers dragging back Rude Barbie. That's Pulish and Palmer. The 1-2 combo at the back of the pack, just brutal. Miracle Whip's picking up another 5 points, Stormy.
So Russia trying to jump on the offensive there against the Canada wall and sweep from the inside, but Canada really staying strong. Even with 2 people hitting into their side, they just stay put.
We want to say thank you to Sisu Mouthguards. They are the official mouthguard of the 2018 Roller Derby Cup. I know that Sisu Mouthguard has been a lifesaver for me over the years.
And me as well.
Yeah, you don't want to lose any chompers, but you don't want to risk concussion. They definitely help out with that. And you know, they make it so much easier to like use an inhaler or drink water, or how about this, communicate on the track. How fantastic. So back to the action on the track. We see a lot of communication there by Team Canada as they drag back the jammer. That is Creme de la Kremlin. And out of the pack first for lead jammer, Made Insane.
So Creme de la Creme has taken the star off. It's still in hand at the moment. So she's been recycled back by Bigley, as you can see.
Yeah, Bigley Smalls just ruining the day of Creme de la Kremlin, dragging her all the way back as Made Insane is awarded 5 more points. Made Insane navigating the top of the pack. Great recycling by the blockers in blue. 5 more points for Team Canada.
So even though Russia's taken the star off, their pivot's currently sat in the penalty box. So there isn't really anywhere it can go other than staying in her hand until she's rejoined by that pivot, which she is now. So that star has been passed.
Made Insane, 5 more points for Team Canada.
And first time having the star today, it's Hope who's taken the star for Russia. She's having a really hard time trying to get past Monge Melakou.
Nice pop into the infield by the white Canadian blocker. Down goes a bit of a tumble for some people out on the track. 1 blue, 1 white. Made Insane getting past that final blocker, number 75 in blue. That is Astrid. Picking up 5 more points for Team Canada as the jam expires. So here we are on the S1 Helmets Company track right here, the main track at the Roller Derby World Cup. I gotta say, I'm an S1 lifer personally. The S1 lifer helmet, best fit, best production. It's made for roller derby. Get a lifer, be a lifer. S1, the official helmet of the 2018 Roller Derby World Cup. So we have Shania Payne taking on Roxy.
So Roxy's being recycled back now by number 19, Labrosse.
Shania Payne is out, picked up 5 points on that last pass. We see the helmet cover being waved about. It made it all the Canadians very, very aware that it was an attempted star pass. 183, that is Lever. Lever dragging back the pivot.
So number 27, Commie, has taken the star, but as it was an illegal star pass, she's kind of thrown the star back to...
Yeah, she dropped it back to Roxy right in front of the penalty box so that Roxy was able to grab it while she was in the penalty box. And another 5 points on the board for Canada.
That's another fire in the sky for Shania Payne. And beautiful distraction there as Canada jump in for the offence, allowing Shania to skate out on the other side. As you can see on the feed, the jammer is standing for Russia as she returns to the track. So we've got both jammers really fighting now to get through. Russia's strong on their defence as Shania Payne just getting through on the inside line for another 5 points. Roxy being pushed through by her teammates as Shania Payne sprints free on the outside line as the jam comes to a 2-minute conclusion.
All right, so that is going to be the end of this matchup between Russia and Canada. Canada was able to hold Russia scoreless throughout the entirety of the game, Stormageddon. That's 0 on the board for Russia, but a big 291 points for the skaters from the Great White North.
I mean, we always knew that Canada was a strong team, but throughout, both teams just pure determination and insanity from the blockers and the jammers. It was a really great game to watch.
Yeah, I very much enjoyed Russia, like trying different strategies, trying to grow as they went along. They did hold Canada back from scoring those monster jams, but you know, they had so many monster jams early on that is very difficult to recover from, let alone just trying to crack that scoreboard, period. I mean, those are pretty big obstacles to climb, but they never gave up. They always had a good time. They tried new situations, and it was definitely a treat to watch. So thank you so much to all the fans at home for tuning in here to the Roller Derby World Cup 2018. My name is Val Capone. I've been joined by
Stormageddon
and our fabulous producer, Cac. We appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much for all your fantastic fan signals. We appreciate all you viewers at home. Be sure to send in your photos, your stories, your tweets, everything, and use the hashtag of RDWC 2018. So we're going to sign off here. Coming up next, we got a pretty exciting game for you. Just saying. You may want to tune in to see who's up next.
I mean, just an idea.
Just a thought.
I don't think there's anything else good on.
Well, you know, there's something other than Derby, but that's not good, is it? No.
Nothing's good that's other than Derby.
Agreed, my friend, agreed. So up next, we have USA versus Spain. Going to be on this track right here, the S1 Helmets Company track. We'll see you then. Thanks, folks.
Thanks, bye.